If you want to succeed in 2026 and beyond, you're going to have to start doing what other people aren't doing. The 98% that aren't making money, they're failing. Are you going to do what they do? Or are you going to do what the 2% do that actually make money online or from home? Okay? If you want to learn the secrets that other people won't show you, stay till the end of this video. Let's go. So one of the secrets I use is blogging. And I base in everything around my blog because in 2026 and beyond, the spiders that crawl YouTube are smart. The spiders that crawl Facebook, Instagram, etc. are smart. If you ever search for something online and then went to Facebook afterwards or in the next couple of days, they start feeding you those ads. Did you give permission for them to watch what you're scrolling on Google or whatever? No, you didn't, but they're doing it anyways, okay? So, stay to the end of this video. I'm going to read my blog, and not only is the spider's going to crawl my blog, the actual written post, okay? They're going to listen to what I'm saying, okay? They're going to listen to what I'm saying, and that's going to make it double powerful, okay? Again, we're not scared to show you what actually works in right now and in the future, okay? And this is a long, old-term strategy that people stop doing. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea because the powerful stuff is not Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. It's the one-time work that that produces evergreen results. Okay. So traffic. Let's go. HBA traffic conversion. 3 reasons most people fail. Okay. Traffic is the lifeblood of any digital infrastructure. Without it, you're just a man screaming into a void in the middle of the desert. Okay, you can have the most beautiful funnel, the most aggressive residuals, and the best intentions. But if nobody sees your land, you don't have a business. You have a hobby that costs you money. It is slow, expensive, draining on your energy and spirit. And before we go any further, I want to show you the actual results on why you should listen to me. Okay. So I'm going to search on Google. This is the video I'll show you in a minute that has not even premiered yet. Okay. And as you can see, it loads. The number 1 result is my blog. Okay, the number 1 result is my blog, and I'm going to show you right now that it hasn't even premiered yet and where it ranks on Google. Of course, it's not loading. Give me a second. There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to search so you can see I'm in incognito mode. Everything's good, so you can actually see real results. Okay, now this is a video that premieres tomorrow. Okay. And this is a video that a short that actually I did 56 minutes ago, okay? So you can see I'm getting results, okay? Now, I want to show you that it hasn't even premiered yet. Let me see real quick. HBO Studio, okay? Look. So we're going to go to this video, right? Bear with me. I have a lot of things running in the background, so I'm going to close some of these things. Sorry, give me a moment. Alright, let's go over here. It should load. Okay. Waiting premieres April 4th, 2014th. It is April 13th, okay? When I'm recording this video, okay? So by the time you'll see it, it'll probably be already there, but it doesn't matter. I recorded it on the 13th. It hasn't premiered yet. And it's already ranking number 1 on Google and number 1 on YouTube. And I also got 2 results on YouTube. So let's go back to the article. So the architects of the status, so you can see this is working, okay? And it'll work for you too. Doesn't matter what business you're promoting, we show you how to do it. The architects of the status quo want you to stay in the learning phase forever. They want you distracted by the shiny objects of the corporate swamp so you never actually master the HBA traffic and conversions required to be free. They want you to be busy but not productive. They want you scrolling through endless tutorials while your bank account remains stagnant. They don't want you to succeed. They're not invested in your success. They just want your money. Okay? If you're tired of the 45 mile per hour reality check that comes with a zero balance dashboard, pay close attention. We're about to look at the 3 structural function failures that keep the average person broke. We're going to expose the mechanics of why the machine isn't moving and how to jumpstart the transmission today. Okay. The HBA traffic conversions, one Reason one, the target audience malfunction. The first reason most people fail is they're hunting in the wrong woods. This is a fundamental breakdown in how you engage in the world with the world. Most people are trying to sell a sovereign edge strategy to people who are happy being tenants in the corporate swamp. See, why would you unplug somebody in the matrix who doesn't want to be unplugged? They believe in the 9 to 5. They're going to stay broke forever. They're going to retire on 40% of what isn't enough now, okay? When the dollar loses 15% per year, okay? Let them do that, okay? You prepare for what's coming, okay? They're trying to offer a $3,200 residual floor to people who are biologically programmed to fear a $25 handshake. You cannot wake someone up who's pretending to be asleep. Most marketers use a shotgun approach. They blast their links to anyone with a pulse. This is a waste of your most precious asset, time. Okay? In the 1700-day war, you cannot afford to waste ammunition on people who aren't even on the battlefield. Every minute you spend trying to convince people if a skeptic is a minute you aren't spending guiding on an architect. Somebody says, is this one of those pyramid schemes? Okay? They don't understand that your job is a pyramid scheme, okay? All the money's up top. The people that work the hardest are at the bottom making the least bit of money and the least secure in their job, okay? You are replaceable. If you don't think AI is coming, if you don't see the writing on the wall in January, we have the most, since I think 2003, the most people laid off from their job in like over two decades, okay? To succeed in HBA Traffic and Conversions, you must realize that you're not looking for everyone. You are looking for the architect. You are looking for the person who is already feeling the walls of the swamp closing in. These are people who have tried the traditional path and realize it's a dead end, okay? They are tired of the lies. They are tired of the billion-dollar promises that never deliver. When you speak to everyone, you resonate with no one. The machine only works when you narrow your sights on the high-intent lead who is already searching for the exit. We don't convince, we identify. We aren't here to change minds. We are here to provide a vehicle for those who have already decided to leave. If you're trying to convince a happy employee to become a sovereign business owner, you have already lost. You must find the people who are already standing at the gate. HBA Traffic and Conversions. Reason 2, the quality versus quantity trap. The second reason for failure is obsession with cheap traffic. The swamp is full of vendors selling millions of hits for $10, okay? Those hits are ghosts. They are bots and click farms designed to drain your capital while giving you the illusion of progress. That dopamine hit. They show you clicks on a dashboard to keep you addicted to the hit of activity. But those clicks never result in a midnight ghost sale. You cannot pay your mortgage with clicks. You pay it with residuals. If you want passive residual income proof, you need Tier 1 USA buyer leads. You need people with the economic capacity to invest in their sovereignty. You need people who value their time as much as you value yours. This is why my model here in Reno is different. I don't just tell you to get traffic. I take my own residual commissions and reinvest them back into the traffic syndicate. I buy the high-level premium leads from my team because I know that one architect is worth 10,000 window shoppers. We don't play the volume game. We play the quality game. We are looking for clicks. We are looking for a person who understands the value of 80% residual commissions. One-time work getting paid over and over again monthly. If you're tired, if you paid for Netflix, okay? You paid for Hulu, etc. Those are time wasters, okay? Once in a while, I watch them too. Once in a while, I go out to eat too. I go out to the movies too. But guess what? Most of my time, free time, the cracks of my schedule are invested in the future, okay? Because I want my money freedom and time freedom. If you're buying traffic from a source that doesn't understand the difference between a viewer and a buyer, you are just donating money to the swamp. You're fueling someone else's engine while yours stays cold and dead on the side of the road. HBA Traffic Conversion. Reason 3, lack of follow-up infrastructure. These are the 3 reasons most people fail. The final reason people fail is they treat traffic like a one-night stand. They get a click, the person doesn't buy instantly, and the marketer moves on to the next shiny object. This is the death of many potentially great business. It's the signature of the amateur. Real results happen over time through a process of education and trust. People have to know, like, and trust you, okay? If you're moving on, if they finally decided to invest in you and you've already moved on to the next program, what does that show them? If you're always switching to the next program, not multiple streams of income, the next program, and stop talking about the other one, you've already moved on, they don't know I can trust you. Hell, I wouldn't trust you. Most decisions to change one life occurred after multiple points of contact. The human brain needs time to process the shift from consumer to architect. If you don't have an automated email sequence, the 150-day email sequence we discussed, you are throwing your money into a furnace. Traffic is just a spark. Your follow-up is the fuel. Without the infrastructure to stay in front of your leads, you're just a tourist. You are paying for a lead that someone else will eventually close because they were the ones who stayed in the inbox while you out there looking for the next easy button. This is one of the things we do for you at any residual level. We give you a 150-day email sequence that you can just plug in and play, okay? And for your business, okay? One of the many bonuses. The traffic bonus is the different one. It is for the heavy hitters, but you can get what? You can get started for $35 if you move today, okay? We'll give you a free trial on the premium level, and in 2 weeks, that comes out of your account, okay? And now you can start making $128 per month per person, okay? And you can start for only $35. What? We build the fault. We don't just knock on the door once and run away. By the time a lead reaches the point in the journey, they have been paced through the reality of the swamp. We even build your own personalized branded funnel, okay? They have seen you the proof, and all these bonuses are you can give away to your team, and they can give away to their team. They have heard the math. They aren't just leads anymore. They're prospects who have educated into a final decision. If your follow-up is weak, your traffic is irrelevant. You're essentially building a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom and wondering why it won't hold water. Just facts. Okay, HBA Traffic and Conversions. Frequent asked questions. Can I get free traffic on my sovereign edge strategy? Before I go this, I want to show you again. Okay. Number 1 and 2 on YouTube. I showed you before. I don't know what happened, okay? But I'm going to show you on Google as well. Boom. Number 1. Okay? And before it was a blog. Now it's a YouTube video. Okay? So it's different. Anyways, moving on. Back to the blog. Yes, but free traffic costs you time. You can spend hours every single day creating content and building SEO. Paid traffic costs you money but saves you time. A sovereign edge architect uses both to create a balanced engine that doesn't rely on a single source or a single algorithm change. Rented land versus owned land, okay? If you're focusing on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, blah, 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 they show to a small smidgen of your audience, and after a day or two, it's buried, okay? Unlike Google and YouTube, and your email list, which is own land, okay? They keep working for you over and over again, no matter if there's an algorithm change, especially your email list, okay? You should spend exactly what you can afford to invest. How much should I spend on HBA Traffic and Conversions each month? Well, guess what? If you start for $35, once you get the 2-week trial, 2-week trial is over, and I start investing. I invest in you, okay? I take most of the lion's share of the commissions, and I put them back into my team's traffic, and I keep buying as more people join me. So you keep getting more and more traffic, not less and less, okay? Not one time, tier 1 traffic over and over again. You should spend exactly what you can afford to invest while you're in the root phase of the 1700-day war. As your residuals grow, you'll reinvest a percentage back in the machine. Okay, that's a recommended strategy. I take it. You don't have to, though. The goal is to reach your point where your residuals pay for your traffic entirely. That's when the machine becomes self-funding and your growth becomes exponential. Does the syndicate handle the traffic for you? We provide the sources and the co-ops that allow you to leverage our collective buying power. We don't just give you a link. If you're buying off all 3 residual levels, we give you the high tier leads that actually convert. I'm paying for this out of my own pocket. $100 monthly commissions, $20 monthly commissions, $8 monthly commissions, $128 up to $128 per month per person. We simplify the hunt so you can focus on the architecture of your life. I pay for these leads over and over again out of my own profit. Okay? The swamp is full of ghosts. If you're tired of looking at a zero balance dashboard while you work your business, it's time for change your architecture. The taxes of the past are dead. You cannot win a modern war with ancient, broken weapons. You cannot build a future on rented land with borrowed tools. The machine is ready. The syndicate is standing by. All you have to do is turn the key, vroom, vroom, and decide to be a producer instead of consumer. Okay? It's time to stop mining for gold on someone else's land and start building your own sovereign exit strategy. 1700-day war is one quality lead at a time. The exit's right in front of you. Secure your position. Let the engine take over. No, this is income disclosure. No, I'm not guaranteeing anything. Your success depends on your hard work, your consistency, and can you follow a system, okay? This is JJ Solid, a.k.a. John Solid, a.k.a. your friendly neighborhood Solid man. Don't delay, get J today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!